Hello and welcome and hello. This is Total Spotfest. I am JJ. That is Jamie. Right there, we got Austin Reddick. Thank you guys for joining us this pretty monumental wrestling evening, I would say. Pretty hot,
Pretty hot. Well said, sir.
Yeah, it's a fair assessment. I mean, it was beach break. If you're going to the beach, you want to be hot out.
Beach, sand. I mean, oh god, it's so sweaty. It's so sweaty like me at work there. Oh my god. Oh. But no, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us this evening. Happy 4th of July to you boys, by the way, too. For those of you here in America, happy America birthday, 250. Did you have a good 4th?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was solid. We went just right next door to the neighbors. They had a bunch of people over hanging out by the pool, drinking beers and eating. Like everyone just kind of brought something. And one guy is like one of those dudes that smokes meats but takes it super seriously.
Oh yeah.
So he brought over some like 18 hours smoked pulled pork and smoked coleslaw, and it was outstanding.
Underrated smoking your coleslaw.
Oh,
very
what's
underrated.
up, Clint?
I mean, I enjoy all coleslaws, but smoked coleslaw might be the best one.
Yeah, we had someone to a former coworker of mine. He's selling Harleys now, and all sorts of food, ribs, the whole 9 yards. And then we just big party doing things. $2,000 worth of fireworks, and in the middle of all this, everybody started trying to play drinking games and trying to play. Let's challenge the frat boy at Flippy Cup. I'm like, bro. It's like, bro, don't even try me, all you middle-aged motherfuckers. Let's go. Just destroying people in drinking games at 45 years old.
Hell yeah.
A hell of a confidence boost.
I was always bad at Flip Cup, like beer pong, quarters, like perfectly serviceable at all the rest, but Flip Cup, man, I was just real bad at flipping that
Flip Cup to me was easy as hell. See, we played actual beer pong, not the Beirut, with the thing. Everybody calls that beer pong, but whatever,
No, I'm a quarters guy. Always been a quarters guy.
You speed quarters or just
quarters? And then if every now and again we bust out the dimes.
Oh,
that was like the higher chance to get it in, but harder to get it in, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
That's what she said also, by the way.
Oh, well, we do want to thank everybody for joining us. Hope everybody in America had a wonderful 4th of July. If this is your first time joining us, we do this every Wednesday evening of roundabouts this time. Go to our show sponsor, www.gg.
Ooh, Shane Davis, the wrestler, joined in.
Hey, what's up, Shane Davis?
Shane? Yeah.
The Prodigy.
How about that?
Shane wrestles for HCW.
Yes.
Hey.
I know. I've seen it a few times. I think I interacted with him once, like just being the dick I am. I think that's about as far as
Welcome in, Shane. Anyway, go to our show sponsor, w.gg. Use the code TOTALSPOTFEST to get yourself 10% off. Give us a big thumbs up. Give us a like. Give us a follow. Hit that notification bell. Yep. I need to get that one. I need to get the mystery drink.
So my latest one, the Blue Raz, has been stuck in KCK for 4 days. Really awesome, guys.
Oh, geez.
I've been dying for it because I'm literally down to and I bought this how long ago? I'm down to maybe
6 weeks,
5 scoops left. So it's I gotta get it.
Tiger's blood. The girls destroyed the tiger's blood.
Oh yeah, tiger's blood's gone in my house between all my girls.
I got about half a thing left here, so.
Yeah, I still got a decent amount of tiger's blood left. I'm out of the Japanese yuzu, which was very good.
Same.
But the mystery flavor is outstanding too.
Yeah. I'm a fruit punch boy, so
well, I'm due for a reorder, so I'm gonna get the mystery on this next reorder for sure. So
Austin, Shane's asking how's the new place and how's it going?
It's going well, man. Thank you for asking. The new place is great. We love where we live, man. We are right in the middle of everything. The bar and the gym are 90-second walk away. Our neighbors right behind us have a full bar in their house and a pool. outstanding.
You're now a lesbian. You've listened to the
we bought a Subaru, so we ended up a lesbian couple. So that's always a good time.
You listen to your co-host, the Subaru salesman, and the former Subaru finance director. So I mean,
yeah, that did help a lot push us towards a Subaru. But
I love them.
I mean, you could have bought for me, but still.
Hey, Jessica's first car is gonna be a Subaru. Just
hell yeah!
I've decided. I mean, I gotta find an old turd one because I'm not buying a kid anything that's halfway decent.
All right,
like she's got to earn it, right? Like Bailey, I remember Megan still got the 2012 Passat with like almost 300,000 miles on it. So I was like, okay, Jess is gonna get like a little Impreza, something like that, maybe a Legacy.
We just had a 2010 for Forester for like $8,000.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'll keep an eye out for you though.
Yeah, like if you have something around $3,000, I'm in.
You want a cash car? Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, cash. Yeah, $3,000.
Anyone wants to spend a lot more money for a Subaru? Give me a holler. Hey, how y'all doing?
I'll say we would have bought from you if it wasn't like a 2,000
miles away.
Yeah, my first car was a 1997 Toyota Avalon. I bought off my aunt for $1,500.
Ooh,
and man, I love that car. It got like infinite gas mileage. I filled it up like once a month. It had no amenities at all, but man, it got me where I needed to go.
I had a 91 Cavalier Coupe. I curbed it immediately because I went basically that day when I went and bought it. We had youth group, so I'm taking it to church and I'm trying to show off, and I immediately run over a curb. Nice. The first day I had it. It lasted me a year and a half in high school before the engine blew up on me. So I learned what negative equity was at a very young age. That was fun.
My very first car was a 1985 Pontiac Trans Am with a blown motor. My dad and I rebuilt the motor together.
Hell yeah.
Jamie's got
T-tops, everything.
Jamie's by far the coolest on that, 100%.
I mean, I came from a small town and in Plattsburgh, Missouri. We were so cheap we couldn't afford the eye. You know, that was my whole joke always. And yeah, I mean, I should have had a mullet in the 90s.
What's up,
especially with that car.
You should have a mullet now.
You know,
dude,
I've been married 25 years, and we're gonna get into that whole thing here in a minute because Jamie has been married for 25 years, and I appreciate being married for 25 years. I love my wife more than anything in this world, and that's why I'll never have a mullet because she hates them.
I keep telling my wife the second I hit 50, I'm growing out the skullet.
Oh yeah,
can't wait.
Really close to that.
Yeah, you've been married for a quarter century, Jamie.
Yeah. I've been married to my wife longer than I was without her. Like, you know, it's crazy.
Wait, what month did y'all get married in? I guess it just passed. It was in the summer.
Yeah, July 7th to be exact. It's a very important day in my life.
I was gonna say, so unfortunately, I was gonna say you got married while WCW still existed, but it seems like you just missed it.
No, WCW is still around in 2001.
Yeah,
no, they sold in March 2001.
Did they?
Yeah,
that's right. They did. Well, that's when WCW invaded.
Well, that's invasion.
Yeah, it was Shane O'Mac and the invasion angle and all that. So
yeah.
We're gonna talk more about that later on.
Spoiler.
Yeah, bearing the lead here. But again, hello to everybody on TikTok. Hello everybody on YouTube.
Dude, we almost got 5,000 likes already.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
We already gotta think about it. 5,000 likes. What are we doing? Is it up to me now? Is it my turn?
I think it's you. I think it's yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let's pick on JJ week, like most weeks.
Yeah, I mean, that's always it's kind of easy money. So how about this? At 5,000, I have to say something nice about Darby Allin. We'll start there.
Ooh.
Or even better. I have to say something nice about WWE.
Wow.
5,000 likes.
Something nice about current WWE.
Yes, current. Yeah.
There's a lot of nice stuff you could say.
Not the broad strokes here. No, we're getting.
Oh shit, we're already there. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, since we're at 5,000, you know what? I really enjoyed the fact that they had Maxine Dupree turn heel. I thought that was very well done. I think that's a good progression for her character because what she was okay, and now love it. Love that. Now the rest of that show can eat a dick, but that was great.
There you go.
See?
Somewhat hot take. I don't know if it's hot take or not, but I actually don't mind Maxine Dupree nearly as much as the rest of the internet wrestling community does.
Oh, she still can't wrestle.
Well, half the people on that fucking show can't wrestle, dude. But no, she's bad at wrestling. But I don't know. I don't mind her.
No, it was very nice. It just had a little backhand at the end, but it was mainly about Maxine Dupree. Clint, it was just like I love that. That's very nice. What it says, very nice.
Yeah, it was a good progression.
All right, 10,000. JJ's got to say something nice about WWE.
All right, it's on. You heard, folks. 10,000 likes.
And then 15, Austin's got to say something nice about TNA. Current. Everything's current.
So
my god.
The problem with that is actually no. I've already got something chambered I can say nice about.
See there.
I got an easy one. I got an easy one ready to go.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, we are starting hot and heavy, Austin. I think that I don't want to wait. I need to clear my palate with some knowledge early.
That's fair. As y'all might have noticed, for the first time in many months, the beard is gone. The stash is back, and with great stash comes great responsibility to drop some knowledge.
Austin Rick, stash of knowledge.
I need to make that into a shirt for you. With great stash comes great responsibility.
Yeah, that would be a solid shirt. I
quote that on the regular. With great power comes great responsibility when I'm talking to my developers all the time, because they're like, well, what about this? Don't you want to be able to do it? I'm like, I can't code for stupid, man. Like, I'm not going to make it code for stupid. It's like, with great power comes great responsibility. If they're going to be dumb, then they're going to be dumb.
So, as part of the 4th of July festivities this past weekend, my wife and I went to the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship Liberty Brawl here in Philadelphia.
I mean, how American is that?
It was as American as you could get. And I'll get to the end shortly, but it got real America at the end. And not like the Real American beer, kind of like what the fuck, Real America, but like we'll get there. But the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because this was our first time going to live fighting of any sort. I'm not paying like $500 a ticket to go to the UFC, and I haven't seen any local ones come by. But we've got a guy named Lex Ludlow that lives 10 houses down from us, right here in beautiful Levittown, Pennsylvania, who was fighting on the card. And he trains at the gym we go to. So the owner of the gym was like, hey, we're going to this show. It's $50 a ticket. Do y'all want to go? And like, hey, $50 to drink beers and watch people punch each other in the face? Sign me right the fuck up.
Hold on. Pause. Just time out for a quick second. You said his name is Lex Ludlow?
Lex Ludlow.
That sounds like either a wrestler or a porn star.
Porn star. Or an offshoot Marvel villain.
Yes.
And
he could be all three.
Team Lex Luthor.
He could be all three. He was the highlight of the night, which I will get to in just a second. Before I do, this was the most pro wrestling event I've ever been to that wasn't pro wrestling.
Ooh, okay.
So we walk in, and it's at the Xfinity Mobile Arena, which is where the Sixers and the Flyers play. It is about 40% tarped off at the stage.
Naturally.
And you've got it's not a cage. It's like an octagon-shaped boxing ring in the middle. They've got the long runway. They've got the 2 Titantrons, but like the shorter, like the house show style that people can walk out of. Pre-show, they've got some hype videos playing. They've got the ring girls in Stars and Stripes bikinis out there dancing around, taking pictures. You're walking in. It's a very pro wrestling environment.
Mm-hmm.
And then the show starts. There's 3 prelim fights, and then there's like 8 main card fights. The prelim fighters, none of them got actual music for their entrance. It was all just like generic. Like, it could have been made with AI for all I know, but it was like the most generic, like 90s pro wrestling theme. Not as cool as Jim Johnson's work, but like most generic stuff. Every other fighter got pyro, and it was like just the sparks that kind of come up along the sides of the stage while they're walking.
Oh
like,
my God.
This kind of reminded me of the one TNA show I went to, which was Victory Road 2008, but just like, this was a smaller scale of what you see in the UFC, just like TNA was a much smaller scale of what you see in WWE. But anyway, great time. We get to the card. I catch on pretty quick that outside the 2 main event title fights, every other card had one guy from Philly fighting someone from literally anywhere else, which was great. That's Pro Wrestling 101. Get your hometown heroes out there.
Yeah.
Get the cheap pops. And cheap pops they got. The crowd loved everyone from Philly. Philly has a reputation for some pretty rabid fans, and like they put on for the city. So that was great. The first 2 fights, and again, I hadn't watched much of Bare Knuckle, but if you're unfamiliar, it is just boxing without gloves. There's no takedowns, there's no submissions. It is just people with bare fists punching each other in the face, which is outstanding to watch. First 2 fights are great. We're getting to the last prelim fight. The announcer, who is hyping up the crowd in between fights and shooting out the t-shirt cannon, which I love. Love me a t-shirt cannon.
Hey, they'll do dual duty there. Why not?
He explains before the 3rd prelim fight, this next fight is a 1-round war. Because most of their fights are 5 2-minute rounds or 3 2-minute rounds, just kind of depending. This was 1 2-minute round, and their 8-sided ring. There was a circle that was probably about 6 feet in diameter. That's a geometry term, kids. Stay in school. About 6 feet in diameter. He goes, for this next fight, it's a 1-round war. And if they stay in this smaller circle for the entire fight, they both get paid double. So now we're throwing a gimmick out 3 fights in. Pro wrestling is fuck.
That's awesome.
Gimmick.
Unfortunately, about halfway through the round, they did fight over towards the rope. So I think they just cost themselves a double payday. But either way, the Philly guy won that one. Good time. Everyone's having a great time. We get to the main card. First fight of the main card is our boy from 10 houses down, the most hated man in combat sports, Lex Ludlow. It's like Grizzly Bear MMA. If you search Lex Ludlow on Instagram, you'll find him. And I suggest giving him a follow. Great content. But his whole moniker is he is the most hated man in MMA. He fights this guy called Hardbody Nelson.
Yes.
What the fuck?
And
Yes.
if you hear the name Hardbody and you're wondering, is it a suitable name? It's like when you call big guys tiny. This dude was like, he was kind of fat.
Fluffy.
He had the Brock Lesnar sword tattoo on his chest.
Oh, dude.
But he's coming out. So again, he's the non-Philly guy in this fight. So he's immediately getting booed. And this like kind of sloppy looking gentleman with the Brock Lesnar chest tattoo is walking out, playing up the boos, blowing kisses to the crowd. Like the most Memphis heel villain shit ever.
That's awesome.
So I'm already just locked in on this right now. The bell rings. And our guy, Lex Ludlow, who I'd only met once before this in passing, nice guy from the time I met him. But anyway, the bell rings. 9 seconds in, he has knocked Hardbody Nelson out to roarous applause from the crowd. He wins, and he had been talking shit online. He's bigger than the belt. He's bigger than the division. Give him all these fights and stuff. Like he is promoting himself like a pro wrestler because apparently he did grow up as a pro wrestling fan. And in fighting, the more you try and steal from some of that, the more successful you're going to be because most fighters are kind of boring. They thank God, they thank their training partners. They say the other competitor was great. They end their interview. Not the most hated man in combat sports, Lex Ludlow. He grabs the mic. The guy's like, hey, great win and stuff. He goes, give me that. And he goes, sorry. You know what? I've got my kids here. I do this for them. And I'm going to get corny. I'm going to get corny on all y'all for a minute. Everyone take a look at the person at your left. Take a look at the person at your right. And tell them from me, you absolutely suck. And then he just goes off. At one point, he's like 20 seconds into this heel promo. They start playing his music. He gives the pro wrestling, cut my damn music. We're done when I say we're done. And then spends like 20, 30 seconds more.
Oh,
if you look up the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship Instagram, his promo's on there somewhere, as well as his knockout, which was impressive. But he cut just the most perfect pro wrestling heel promo I have ever heard. And it was just money.
And you absolutely suck. That's so great.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. And then the show goes on. There was plenty of fun fights. We get to the main event, which is a guy, like I said, the two title matches did not have a Philly representative, but the main event was a guy named Austin Trout, who was from America, fighting against a guy, I believe his name was Ben Bonner, a guy from the UK. So that's all you need to know. It's 4th of July weekend.
Oh,
you got the American fighting the Brit. You could not have booked this better if you were
in Philadelphia of all fucking
in Philadelphia. So we get the entrances to the main event. Austin, no doubt Trout, representing the USA, coming to win the vacant light heavyweight championship. Does the full-on Apollo Creed, Rocky IV, James Brown living in America entrance.
Fuck yes.
Does the entire entrance. He's got the whole get up on. It's great. The fight starts and he gets brutally knocked out in the second round. He did the Tua Tagovailoa, like when he got knocked unconscious and did the fencing posture, like that happened.
Oh, Jesus.
So he did the whole Apollo Creed entrance in the city of Rocky just to get knocked unconscious in a brutal fashion by a
So it's Apollo and Rocky IV is what you're telling me.
He got the Apollo Creed treatment for his troubles. And that was
very cool.
That was the go home of the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship Liberty Brawl. It was a great time. If you're into fighting at all and Bare Knuckle comes through your neck of the woods, I highly recommend it. It was fun.
Awesome.
Wow. That is a fantastic return to the stash. Oh my God.
So good.
That's so great. That's so great.
So good.
Well, I don't know how we're going to follow that up, Jamie, but
I mean, I don't think it's going to be that hard because AEW Dynamite tonight was HOT hot.
So, and we'll talk more about this here near the end, but I read an article is either last night or earlier today, talking about, what WWE did on Monday and what AEW is setting up Dynamite for tonight, right? Who's counter programming who sort of thing. It was definitely Tony Khan doing a hold my beer moment because we returned to a theme show that actually fits the goddamn theme.
And I mean, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre match fit the theme pretty well.
Thank you. That's a single match. This is this show.
I know. I'm just throwing that out there, though.
I don't know. You like poking that bear whenever you can, right?
Absolutely. It's one of the greatest gimmick matches of all time.
We have one of our favorite matches, the Casino Gauntlet. Okay, 2 title matches, and for what it's worth, a Jericho match as well. Oh, don't forget, there's Will Ospreay and Moxley on the card, just for good measure, right?
And we got the Workhorsemen on TV, which I was very thrilled about.
Yes, me too. Whole JD and I go way back.
JD's great.
Oh, hey, Heather.
Hey, what's up, Heather? You have been summoned indeed. We're about ready to get a little juicy. If you just got in here, after we're done here, watch the VOD. You got to listen to Austin's Stash of Knowledge. If you missed it, Heather, please go back.
Did you seriously just say VOD?
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
Watch the replay
because that's a word, dude.
It is video on demand.
Yeah, video on demand, or watch the replay, the VOD. Yeah, that's so cool.
If you're on Twitch, it's called a VOD. Okay,
it's a VOD.
It's weird, yeah, because he said VOD, and like I knew what he meant, and like I didn't think everything. Then you mentioned it, I was like, I don't think I've ever actually heard it. Someone say
VOD. First time I've ever heard you say it,
but it was so like. It was so smooth and casual that I didn't even catch me off guard.
Yeah, the thing is, so I begun modding for one of my friends that streams on the Purple website. I can't say on TikTok what it is. He's stupid, but no, it's VODs over there. Whatever. Watch the replay. All right,
here you go.
So, quick Kenny Omega promo. He's serious. He's so serious. He's got Michael Nakazawa pulled out of production and into the TV again. So
get Michael Nakazawa, sighting. It's gonna be a good day.
Now, you weren't on the show, Austin, when during the COVID times when Nak was doing his run and stuff. What did you feel about Baby Oil Nakazawa?
I didn't feel one particular way or the other about it. My only issue was that he killed Matt Seidel's debut.
He sure did.
Hard.
When he ate shit on the Shooting Star press because the ropes were so oily from Michael Nakazawa.
Yeah.
No, like it's a fun gimmick. Like I wouldn't want to be in there with him doing it just because baby oil gets everywhere and it does make everything super slippery. But outside of that, like I always like fun in pro wrestling, so like it was fine.
So first match of the night, you had Tommaso Ciampa versus just Jericho. No longer Chris, just Jericho. And that match that was teasing line tamers and a whole lot of pocket sand.
Sure was.
Next.
You don't even want to even make a comment about anything on this, James.
You know, I will say this was a perfectly fine way to start this show, especially in hindsight, seeing what was to come. I kind of wish, I was actually thinking about this earlier. Not so much for Dynamite, but especially for the pay-per-views. I wish AEW had like one or two less important filler matches.
Pockets, thank you.
Like, give me something just kind of like this. This was all it needed to be. It was fine.
Sure, yeah.
But it had me thinking, you really don't get that on pay-per-view anymore. Like every pay-per-view match, the pay-per-views are phenomenal. But I wouldn't mind moving like one or two of the bigger pay-per-view matches to TV and then giving us one or two little filler come down matches.
Well, they used to always do that, Jamie. So they always would have the main events, maybe you have two matches that are like massive, right? They do one and then they do some bullshit and then the main.
Yeah, Paul White versus what's his name at All In when we went.
Right,
All Out when we went.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
We saw because we saw the cage match, you know, and then there was a break there for about like 10 minutes so that if you wanted to go pee or get a drink before the main happened, this was your opportunity, right?
Took it. 100% took it.
Right.
Didn't even watch any of that match, and I'm eternally grateful for it.
I watched the entrances, I think is all I watched.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting the reference, Heather. I do appreciate that.
So I will, okay, allow me to say a couple words.
I was going to move on, okay?
As the resident card-carrying member of the Jerichoholics, I'm ready to take Old Yeller out to pasture. That's probably the best way I could put it. I need him to be doing something different. I just think he needs to be doing something different. Sorry. I love the fact that they had the right person win this because I was really nervous that they were going to have Jericho win this. I'm like, why are you going to do that? Because Ciampa needs it, like, in order to move on and do something better, because he's got the second best entrance in all of AEW, if you ask me. The first is to Mr. Ospreay, but it's so good, and he is so good, and he's getting his flowers, and then you have him in a feud with Chris Jericho that's over the hill a little bit and slow. And
I think part of that, just to kind of piggyback on it, I think part of that is what you got in all the pictures right now, right? Who is in those? To throw Ciampa in there is a disservice to Ciampa because especially the top half of the card is crowded right now.
Yeah.
Kind of like what they're doing with Andrade, right? He needs to be in the main title picture, but you got so many other bodies and so many other storylines going right now. You need to put him in something else to kind of fill that void. That's what they're doing with Ciampa a little bit. Just kind of
Well, what they did with Andrade was an absolute great move. And I already see the writing on the wall of what's coming up.
Oh yeah. We're gonna do that. Yeah, I don't know what the idea was there with the power drill and the swim toys, Heather. It was
sounds like something Lex Ludlow does in his other job.
I'm gonna drill this thing, and yeah.
It's still the greatest name ever, Lex Ludlow, dude. I was like
so good,
enamored by that name. Like, it's the
Such
best.
A good name.
Amazing. It is so good.
Such a good name.
Now, generally speaking, on a wrestling show, boys, the second match is usually what?
usually your worst match where you want to put it. Although, to be fair, that is more indie wrestling than TV wrestling.
Yeah.
Touche. But TV wrestling, especially older booked AEW, that's kind of how it was, right?
Yeah.
Start with a banger, and then you have a little break. This is where you go get your chicken salad sandwich or whatever, take a break. Not tonight, though.
Nah, dog.
If you all could have seen our group chat, let me tell you. It's not appropriate. Just put it that way.
We got this on free TV.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, a couple of us are like diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm watching this halfway through and I go, they always do this. They put a pay-per-view match on TV. This is a pay-per-view match. I mean, I would take 10 more minutes of it, but still.
Oh, we will in 6 weeks.
Oh, you think they're going to run this back at London? Because why the fuck wouldn't you?
Oh,
not this exact match.
Same.
It's going to be a triple threat.
Yep. With Okada, right?
Yep. And boy, is that going to fuck.
You don't think it's going to be a 4-way with Andrade?
No, Andrade's going for a different belt.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a 4-way, the match itself in the ring would be outstanding. But I think you've got so much with Okada, Fletcher, and Takeshita that Andrade's only like kind of associated with. You could slide him in, but I think it's better with just the three of them.
I think that the product you get from a triple threat is going to be better than a 4-way, because a 4-way just ends up being.
We're at 10,000.
All right. So taking a little step back here, because we're talking about wrestling gold, right?
Yes.
Talking about some wrestling gold. This is just like genuine, amazing wrestling, right? And this is not something this is not a match that was in WWE, okay? Because what you get in WWE is you get the experience. And with that experience comes the fanfare, the pomp and circumstance, the merch town that travels with like all the major pay-per-views like WrestleMania and all that stuff, right? Even though it might not be what you grew up remembering, right? It's like going to the Yankee Stadium. Is this the Yankee Stadium that Jeter debuted in? And no, it's not. Still Yankee Stadium, though. That's what's great about WWE, is that it is still the big show, and technically the biggest show in the world still. So there you are.
For now.
Hey, I had to say something nice. So
I know. I think TKO is going to run that into the ground, or they're going to sell it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. But no, I mean, I don't even know where we were. So we're talking about the match. Match was outstanding. I think the triple threat, though, to your point, leads to a better actual match than a 4-way match would, just in general, right? Especially when you have like all the emotion between the three competitors.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a better produced match, whereas a 4-way match is going to be a series of two guys at a time with a couple flurries of everybody at once. So I'm with you.
Can we talk about Kevin Knight?
Talk about it all. The whole thing. I mean, we know.
Damn.
Fletcher won. Yes, Takeshi's going over to the G1. We know this, right?
I totally forgot about it. I'm like, oh no! It's like, and then Austin says, like, I'm like, oh yeah,
I don't change Tommy for a second because I was kind of surprised, and then I was like, oh wait, Takeshi's got other plans for the next like 6 weeks or so. Yeah.
I mean, aside from the G1, there, I mean, it was a really short reign for Takeshita.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I hate to even say this, I'm not disparaging the man's name, but I mean, Kyle Fletcher is the future. Takeshita is too, to some extent, but not like Fletcher.
Megan made a very, very hot take today while we're watching this match. And she goes, I think Takeshita's already better than Okada.
That's your daughter, man.
To which I say, right now, yes.
Yeah. Right now, of course.
But if you're going peak versus peak, nah, dog, not even close. But he could get there. He could get to his peak. That's the thing.
Yeah, like peak versus peak, I would probably go Okada, but I don't think the gap is that big. I think Takeshita in ring is as good as anybody at any time.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing he can't do. He just doesn't have the body of work yet to match Okada's peak. But I think if you could transport him back in time and we got Takeshita right now versus peak Okada, it would be one of the greatest pro wrestling matches you could ever see.
It'd be an 8-star match.
Yeah. There wouldn't be enough stars.
I mean, true. But again, I mean, the lead really is it really circles back to Fletcher every time for the best reason, you know. And of course, after the match, you have family comes out. McFoley comes out to interview Fletcher in the middle of all this, and then talk about he's going to shove his "Hey Dudes" up Don Callis's asshole, which is that's always fun. Kevin Knight comes out. He's getting better on the mic. He's getting better.
This was a rough week for him, but like it's going to take some time.
Yeah. I think he started bad on his promo, but he ended well, Jamie.
Yeah, like straight up calling out Kyle Fletcher was hilarious. And I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued because it started out, he started like he had the and
DC MJF, which is not a thing anymore.
Yeah. Maxwell Jacob Fraudman. I love that.
That was great.
There's lots to like about him, but they're planting seeds.
Yeah.
And I love the fact they're planting seeds with him.
Technically, this is what it should be, Austin, because the Don Callis family is not a brotherhood as much as it is a collection of just bad dudes, right?
Yes.
So they should be talking shit and trying to backstab each other, because why wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say to Jamie's point. I don't think they're just exclusively planting seeds with Kevin Knight. I think the bigger story is just Don Callis losing control of the family.
Yep. 100%.
And that's fun because you can slow burn that for a while. It doesn't have to lead to everyone leaving right away. But if you look at the way, I mean, and it even makes sense with just the new talent he's taken on in the family. He's got way more top guys than he used to have, but now he doesn't have that control where, although, quick aside, I do love the recurring bit in the backstage promos where they're basically telling Trent and Rocky to fuck off.
I do too.
But yeah, it's finally some story growth with the family itself outside of just individual feuds. And I really enjoy that.
Yep. And to your point too, out comes Andrade and he wants his gold, right? And so he offers him, he offers him Jake Doyle. And if he beats Jake Doyle, he gets a shot at Mark Davis. Even though Davis was called out for a match on Saturday against Speedball later on in the night. There's that. What is the thought, Jamie? Because you're hinting at what are we doing with Andrade? Where are we putting him here? Are we putting him towards Kevin Knight? Because it feels like Kevin Knight and Darby are on a collision course for London, no matter what we do.
Yeah. So Darby and Kevin Knight are gonna go at each other at Redemption. Calling it now.
Okay.
Which is gonna lead to Andrade and Kevin Knight for that belt at All In.
Okay.
I can see that.
Calling it now.
I could see that.
There.
So yeah, I agree with you. I think Darby and Kevin Knight at Redemption makes more sense than Kevin Knight and Darby at All In. You're going to throw Darby into something where he can jump off something big through some glass or something. That's what you're going to do with Darby, your biggest show of the year. And I don't think that needs to be a TNT title match. I think you find a way for Kevin to beat him at Redemption to establish Kevin a little bit more, and then you can send Darby to do whatever because he's going to get the same pops no matter what.
He's universal. Yeah.
He's universal. Yeah. Like it doesn't matter what he's an attraction. It doesn't matter what Darby's doing. You just want to see Darby do Darby shit, which is jump off things, which is entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm not as much of a Darby fan as Jamie is, but like I still enjoy it.
That wasn't the redemption. Maybe we get to 20. If we get to 20 somehow tonight, if we get to 20, we'll do a Darby on.
But
I'm asking.
It's close. I'd rather be Dutch and Tips, brother, than that, you know.
But I feel like that's almost a layup. He had an objectively fun little title run. Like you could say something. It's not that hard to find something.
Right, we'll think about it. We'll think about it more. We'll still get to 15 so we can get a TNA compliment from Austin Reddick.
Yes, and as Heather's, I will say something nice about Darby right now, free of charge, no likes needed. As Heather mentioned, I love this new like Bugs Bunny, Wile E. Coyote bit they're doing with Darby, where he's just booby trapping shit. That's great TV.
That's what I was gonna say. I love that too. And you know, Heather, Austin, you're 100% correct. That's by far my most pro wrestling moment of the night. There, the backstage brawl, and then don't touch the bag. So he grabs this, and then the skateboard explodes, and then you pan over to Andrade, who's there with like the electrical panel.
How you know?
And he's
like,
he did it. He points at Andrade and says he did, and of course he goes, "How you know?" I'm like, that's fucking pro wrestling. That
was fun. Like it was fun. And
so
pro wrestling needs fun.
I popped so hard. For
is Darby Allin like the new age version of Data from the Goonies? Just making booty traps.
I'll say I wanted to go full on Home Alone and like make it more elaborate.
Oh, you're going Kevin McAllister on him?
Yeah, that's what she said. McAllistering around. Yeah, like I got that reference.
I'm
a movie
Jamie.
guy. So
I mean, Jeremy's seen my license plate. He knows I'm Data all day, 100%. He's got to open his coat up and have the big boxing glove come up.
Oh, if he does, I might shit my pants.
Same.
It's not because of my weird diet. It's because of this.
Because your weird diet. So Ospreay had a promo a little bit earlier before the international title match, where it started off him talking about giving a support to Kenny Omega, and then swerved into quite a good heat building between him and MJF, which I like us keeping on our toes here because Ospreay is in the main event, and everybody, including the three of us, have had long discussions about who's going to be on the other side of him in London, right? This is a good way to kind of keep that question up in the air, but also build that little heat for you, what you need. He then has a match with him and Mox versus the Workhorsemen, like you aforementioned, Anthony Edwards and JD Drake. Sorry. Yeah, what else can you say? This was great. I did not have JD Drake getting a Styles Clash on my bingo card for 2026, but goddamn, that was fantastic.
Yeah,
there's a lot to like about this match.
I say the one thing I can say about this match is, can we please get more of the Workhorsemen on Dynamite? Like the tag division, they keep giving us these little glimmers of hope where, oh, this might be getting good, and then it becomes a backstory to whatever the Bucks are doing for a while, which like that's fine, but they're a great tag team. They've got a unique look among everyone in the division. Like, let's start seeing them more. Let's build this tag team division back up, please.
Yes, and get the belts on the Outrunners.
I think that ship has sailed, unfortunately.
No, they are still way over.
Aren't they still the ROH Trios champions with
Dalton Castle?
Dalton Castle, yeah.
I think so.
Which reminds me, ROH.
Speaking of ROH.
Are you going in August?
Probably.
Oh.
Yeah. Tickets don't go on sale for a week or two, but yes, ROH Death Before Dishonor is August, some Friday in August here in Philly. Yeah, and we will very likely be in attendance.
Yeah. I'll be just getting back from Dollywood earlier that week, so I won't have the funds to fly out and enjoy that with you. Sorry.
I think what you could do, even if you do the thing like they get a surprise victory over the Bucks, so you take a little mini thing for like 2-3 weeks, right? And then there's maybe something there's things you can do to string along your tag division more consistently. But I'm with you guys too. More horsemen on my TV. Let's go.
And Outrunners.
Well, Outrunners are a given.
I think all of them, the Outrunners were the consistent on all three of our lists of favorite tag teams right now.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I love the Outrunners. I just say the ship has sailed because we have not really seen them on TV much this year.
It's gonna come around, dude.
Unfortunately, and I hate to say this, but I'm being very objective here, especially with the way AEW is and the way that there's a ceiling for them. And that ceiling does not go all the way to the AEW World Tag Team titles. I hate to say it, boys, but
it should, though.
I know, but it doesn't.
I mean, come on, they got the "you son of a bitch" elbow drop,
and the Newport tights, and yes,
yeah, no, they're great. I love them. I feel like if they were going to do something with them, they would have done something with.
They had an opportunity. They had a title match at a pay-per-view, for God's sake.
I'm not giving up hope.
All right,
not
touche.
I mean, yeah, it's fair. It's fair to hope, and if it ever happens, I will be overjoyed.
I mean, with the Motor City Machine Guns and the New Day more than likely showing up, it's probably not going to happen. But a boy can dream, right?
So, okay, what are you guys' thoughts? We're going to take a little detour for a quick second here. Okay, so we all know New Day, right? Motor City Machine Guns. Sheamus is now apparently a free agent, which no, thank you. Apparently, there's the story I heard. I just saw a headline this evening is that there's apparently people who are not happy about New Day and or Sheamus and whoever, right, coming in and taking TV time away from current talent.
So, New Day, I 100% get.
Yeah,
like bring them in. They are going to be a draw for your company. They can both still go. They're very entertaining. That is a net positive.
Yep. They do other stuff as well, too. The whole up, down, down video game culture and shit.
There's history there. You saw them like once they split them up, they turned Xavier and Kofi heel and they did nothing with them. Like you want to see them get their victory lap. And what you got, JJ?
Did you not see the increasing size of hats that Austin
I did see that.
I mean, come on.
And do that in AEW where it can become more of a thing and people will appreciate it.
Anyway, sorry. I had to throw that in there.
New Day, that's a slam dunk. Like, you got to bring them in. Sheamus, on the other hand, and I am probably more of a Sheamus fan than most. I love Sheamus.
Same.
I don't think anyone really cares to see him in AEW in 2026. One, he is just beat the hell up and he's like 47 years old. If he's healthy enough, I would love to see him get a run in Japan. Like,
that's where he needs to go.
That would be good. Is there anything, I'll open this up to you or anyone in the chat that wants to chime in. Is there anything you would like to see him do in AEW specifically?
Sheamus?
One thing.
Yes, Sheamus.
I got one thing.
Go for it.
Reunite with Cesaro, or Claudio in the bar one last time. But that would only last a couple weeks because he'll get hurt.
I think the only option you have if you bring him into AEW is to put him in the Death Riders. And you already have Claudio there. You don't need him. I think the best thing for him, go down to Florida, be a trainer, work behind the scenes, NXT, developmental, stuff like that. You said he's almost 50 years old, right?
Yeah, and he's had a long run.
He's had a long run, a long career. He's beat up a little bit. It's kind of moving to that more backstage sort of part. I think that'd be a good move for him.
So, Jamie, I don't hate the idea of a Sheamus Claudio reunion. Do it in CMLL.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay, that'd be cool. CMLL. That'd be cool. I'll give you that. It's just
that. So here's my big thing with Sheamus. He is the way he's built and the way he works.
Oh yeah,
is contradictory to what AEW does.
Yes,
he is ingrained in WWE.
He is a part of that WWE machine, and that he wrestles that way.
Yep.
You see it with Cope. Cope wrestles that way. Like Christian doesn't, and like I shat really hard on Christian when he first came in, and I have 100% turned 180 on that.
He has done a mea culpa many times over.
You know, so amazing, awesome Heat. Well. Nice to see you again, my friend.
What's up, Heat?
But he just doesn't fit what AEW does at all. Where the New Day fit like a glove. Same with Motor City Machine Guns. Will they take time away? Yes. If I had the option to trade, and I'm going to propose this to you too.
Oh, we're going back to the trading block. Okay.
If we trade one Chris Jericho match for a New Day match, would you do it?
Yes, 1,000 times and twice on Sunday.
Okay. Would you trade a Darby Allin match?
More like my trade, do you mean like there's a show and instead of getting a Chris Jericho match, you get a New Day match? Like, what do you mean by the trade?
Yes, that's what he means.
They're supposed to have TV time, right? They're going to take away their TV time on Dynamite. Now, they'll all be on the pay-per-view. Don't worry about that. I'm talking about on Wednesday. Would you rather see a Darby Allin match versus, say, a Brody King? Or would you rather see New Day going up against, like, I don't know, the Outrunners?
Just kind of depends. But I don't think it has to be an either or, because AEW does a pretty good job of like rotating stuff around weekly. Like there's time to add the New Day to your show without too much of expense of anyone else, except for maybe the women, unfortunately.
Well,
that's probably 2 matches.
True that. We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about them in a second here. Sheamus aside, I will take that for the biggest reason is to what we just talked about a little bit ago, the tag division, right? You bring in New Day, you bring in the Guns. It can do nothing but good for your tag division, no matter who you got. You bring the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Guns, right? Let's give me that match.
Yep.
And speaking of which, and I hate to be a one-string banjo, but all those names of people you mentioned there, as opposed to Sheamus and Copeland, what do they all have in common? They all wrestled elsewhere, mostly on TNA.
Yep. Speaking of wrestled elsewhere, Awesome Heat brought up that Avery Styles, the son of AJ Styles, is set to make his GCW debut July 31st. Gentlemen,
did you see how AJ went in there and helped counted him on his first victory?
Yeah,
I thought it was cool.
That's so good. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah. All right, so we get into your women's segment of the evening, and yes, we get one match, but at least it was a Casino Gauntlet match. A quick little Sheeta promo ahead of time. I know Jamie is, and I do. The character work that Sheeta's been doing is glorious. I'm thinking.
Can we just talk about how great her English is now?
Yeah.
Like, girl went away for like 8 months and like speaks better than I do. Ridiculous.
But she worked really hard on it, and then I know she was like streaming too. She was streaming like YouTube Gaming or something, and she was doing it all in English. And she did it for. I remember I caught a couple of her streams there on YouTube, and it was for. She said that she wants to get better at English, so she's only doing all of her gaming stuff in English.
She plays a lot of the games I like, so her and I are like.
Nah, she play a lot of RPG stuff,
JRPGs, because they're
JRPGs.
They are the shit. JRPGs are the shit.
No, they aren't.
Fight me on it.
No, I'll fight you. They're boring as hell.
You don't like Star Ocean? You don't like Final Fantasy 7? Don't like Final Fantasy 10? Don't like Final Fantasy 11?
No.
Those are all JRPGs, and they're fucking amazing.
I'll give you props to Final Fantasy 7. It is one of the best stories I've ever seen. I have not played it. I'll never play that game though.
Ooh, Final Fantasy 3 actually might have a little bit better of a story, but it just wasn't as good.
I've got a few of them. I've got a few of the Final Fantasies, mostly from friends that stream, but it's just
Star Ocean's great.
No.
Big fan of Star Ocean.
Counterpoint, Persona. Just gouge my eyeballs out.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh,
don't. It doesn't make any sense about high school kids and demons and powers, and I don't. It's
yeah, that's what's in right now, dude.
Not for me.
Anime. That's what's in on anime right now.
I don't like anime. I've never liked anime.
The only anime I've ever liked is Akira and Vampire Hunter D. Other than that, I'm okay.
I try, and it's like every few years I have a friend that tries to get me, and I watched Akira a few weeks ago too. Try to get it, about halfway through, I just fucking lost. I'm like, I'm gone. I can't do it. Can't do it.
What about you, Austin? Any anime?
So
I know you play some very convoluted games too. You play a lot of.
I mean, I don't play a deep rotation of games.
You play more ARPGs though.
So we've been playing a shitload of Diablo 4.
Which is ARPG, yeah.
ARPG. Basically every 2 years, World of Warcraft drops a new expansion. We play it for like 6 to 8 weeks. Then we get tired of it, stop playing. Been playing some Marvel Rivals a little bit here and there. But outside of that, like
my sister does too, Heather.
Starfield, I think is the only other game I played out of those in quite some time, which I enjoyed Starfield. But like most Bethesda games I'll enjoy. But yeah, I haven't played much in the way of JRPGs. I played Final Fantasy 7 and played Final Fantasy 10. Those are probably the only JRPGs I've ever played. Anime, though, I got time for anime. I'm not deep into it, but I like quite a few animes. Samurai Champloo was one of the best ones.
Yeah, Heather likes One Piece, and like I've wanted to watch it, but like I also got told I need to watch Invincible, which is like, is that anime or is that just
that's just a cartoon? So Invincible is a comic by Robert Kirkman, the creator of Walking Dead.
Yeah,
and his comic series is outstanding. See, I'm a comic boy, right? I mean, I think that's maybe why I don't like anime, because I enjoy comics, right?
That's fair.
I like comic adaptations, so things like Invincible, yes.
Invincible is great.
But
I just finished The Boys just recently, which magnifique.
Oh, it's so good.
But that's old. Like, if you like that, you're really gonna like Invincible. I'm like, I don't know if I'm
no, it's not the same. It's not the same.
It's definitely worth a watch. Invincible's good.
Invincible's fantastic. The first, the comic's the same way. The first run through is a little slow going. The first season of Invincible is a little slow going, but boy does it pick up, and it gets fast. It's really well done. Robert Kirkman's a fantastic writer. Like he wrote he wrote The Walking Dead, and take the TV show out of that, right? The Walking Dead is still one of my favorite comics of all time. It was fan-fucking-tastic. So
Shane died first, wrote the second
book.
Yeah.
I tried watching Walking Dead. Too much walking.
No, don't. That's fine.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious coming from a man who loves Lord of the Rings.
I do love Lord of the Rings. There is a lot of walking, but there is like one set journey. There's not 11 seasons of Lord of the Rings and 18 spinoffs and all that. I was also never a big zombie guy, so like that probably had a lot to do with it.
I am.
Yeah.
That makes sense, Heather.
Rurouni Kenshin is good too, Heather. Yeah.
Again, I have nothing against it. I've tried to get into it. It's just not my jam. I think it's because I'm such a deep comic guy, right? Comics and anime, manga are just different enough that some people.
So, Awesome Heat said he met Tyler Mane. Are you talking about the actor who played Sabretooth and then also the Michael Myers from the Rob Zombie Michael Myers? Because if you have, I have also met him at Crypticon in Kansas City, which is coming up in August. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I love going to Crypticon. Crypticon is one of my favorite things ever.
They canceled it for a few years, didn't they?
No, they only canceled 1 year.
Oh, okay.
But like I've gone, I've dressed up, I've done the whole thing. Last year we really wanted to go meet the guy who played Art the Clown, but his line was redonkulous. But I do have an awesome picture with Jessica meeting one of the guys from like 90s movies. So Scary Movie. Remember Scary Movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. The jock who had the tiny dick.
Oh yeah.
That guy. Yeah. She met him. And it's so funny. Like because she knew him from like Riverdale or some shit. And I'm like, I know him from a completely different reason. And like he was super cool and like talked to us forever.
That's cool.
But yeah, dude, like if you could ever do like a horror convention type thing, always do it, because most of the time those people are super chill. And actually one of the guys from Revenge of the Nerds, the Asian guy from Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
He was the voice of Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. I had no clue. And nice. Him and I like talked for like 30 minutes and I ended up not buying anything from him. So I felt like shit, but like we just talked and like, he was just the coolest guy. I'm like, man, you like helped raise me. Like, yeah, I didn't get a picture of him.
And what's interesting enough, you'll usually get a wrestler or two at those conventions.
Yeah. The Butcher and the Blade did a few of them before
that makes sense.
Did aren't together anymore.
All right, back to wrestling. So wait, Sheeta promo, and then we get into the women's gauntlet match. Okay, this is going to be for a guaranteed title shot at Redemption. You have Mercedes Moné on the lifeguard stand up by the entrance, and a very wonderful and somewhat drunken Thekla on commentary, who gave me my favorite line of the evening.
I knew you were going to mention this.
I couldn't not mention. I wrote the whole. I had to, right? Thekla talking about casinos. Last time I was at a casino, I walked out with $10,000 and a stripper on my lap. I kind of like casinos.
So I thought you were going with a different Thekla line from commentary tonight, which popped the shit out of me and the wife. And that's when they were talking about Mina Shirakawa. And she was like, I wish me and Mina were friends so I could go.
Well, then she said, I've wrestled. It's like wrestling a blow up doll. And then she said, I wish me and Mina were so I
Thekla is the best,
exactly,
dude. Like we were talking about at our house too. It's like I love the fact that she is on commentary and gives zero fucks. She just said whatever the hell she wanted. Like what she said about Mercedes. She's like, oh, she won the Owen? Oh, good for her.
That's the thing. She sounds authentic on commentary. It doesn't sound like fed lines to try and sound cool or something. She's just riffing out there, and it's great.
I think that's why that's partially why she's as over as she is.
Personality goes a long way.
I'll give you. Okay, so for those of you on TikTok too, it says here, Heather said that she's the evil twin of Toni Storm's energy. Yes, she's the yang to her yin. I'll give you that. Or
she's becoming more like Toni, because Toni started out as a heel, and it took another heel to out heel her in order to turn her face, if you remember correctly.
Okay.
Like two people on the show said, but one in a blue shirt was emphatically saying.
So I mean, yes, after the match, which we did get the surprise return. Was it a surprise? But Willow Nightengale, but anyway.
Yeah, she's
wait, before we gloss over that.
No, we're getting back to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we get the surprise return to Willow Nightengale, who does, of course, naturally win, right? So you got Willow versus Thekla at Redemption. Yes, please, first of all. And then you get, of course, Thekla comes in, jumps her, and then the Divine Dominion come out and jump the rest of the Triangle of Madness, and the Mercedes jumps everybody. So Mercedes is now aligned with the Divine Dominion, and yes, is this we're trying to make a bigger heel for this? I don't know.
So this was unfortunately one of those things that happens in AEW a little too frequently, where they have the long drawn out multi-person kind of schmoz thing going on.
Yeah.
And the timing's just a little off, where it's just kind of weird. And so like this one, when Divine Dominion first came out and jumped the Sisters of Sin, my first thought was like, oh shit, Tekla's getting some Amazons now.
Tekla's upgrading, maybe.
Yes, she's getting better goons. And then the segment kept going, and I was like, well, this is just all kind of convoluted now and doesn't make me any more excited in an all-in match between Thekla and Mercedes, or a potential three-way, which from this, because I know we talked about Ospreay Omega potentially including MJF, potentially including Mox. But now I think if you're going to make one of your main title matches a multi-man, I think doing Willow, Thekla, and Mercedes at All In makes more sense. And then just going with Ospreay versus Omega.
Does that make more sense, Jamie? Does Willow Mercedes make more sense? Because that's the low-hanging fruit. Thekla turning face. I mean, make sense of this.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm asking you to do it. Come on.
I know. So my personal opinion is they're stuck here because Kenny just won, right? Spoiler alert.
If you didn't already know.
Yeah. So Kenny just won. He's gonna lose it all in. Like, there's no way in hell
100%.
Osprey's walking out without that damn belt.
Nobody but Osprey. Nobody.
So Willow just came back to big pop. Everybody was excited. We knew that she was getting close to being back, and then, oh man, magically she shows up and wins, right? So does she win at Redemption? And then if so, is it just gonna be, and if you're gonna do a 3-way, Mercedes has got to win too, because it's kind of destiny for her too. Do you have a transitional champ there? That feels shitty. Feels real shitty. So it's like 2 transitional champs, right? Like back to back, or like at the same time. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So the best way to do it is for Thekla to unfortunately retain, and then you do the triple threat there, and then you don't have MJF in the other, because MJF's gonna have to deal with Hanger. MJF Hanger is gonna happen.
MJF Hanger is money, giving you that.
Yeah.
I feel, I'll let you go now, but I feel like you can do the dirty ending for Thekla to retain via Mercedes, maybe, which will give a better credence to a 3-way between the 3 of them, and not having to flip Thekla to be a complete face, even though you say she doesn't need to be. With Willow now in this picture, I feel like that's a better course of action. And if you put the belt on Willow in London, one of the other 2 doesn't have to look bad by eating the pin. I think that's a better move. So I think you end the Redemption women's match dirty, open it up to a 3-way that way. Austin?
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. The one thing that doesn't make any sense at all to me is Willow gets hurt and has to get out of the Owen, which, like, okay. Then has to drop the TBS title because she's too injured to defend it.
Correct.
Which sits vacant until a new champion was crowned 7 days ago, and she's back tonight. Like,
okay, your bag of logic is opening. I need you to close it. Okay.
Not only is she back a week later and clearly didn't need to drop that title, she skipped the Owen and then just came out 1-1 match, which it's a Casino Gauntlet. It's fine, but like,
yeah,
I wasn't positive at first when they did the injury thing if it was a work or not. But yeah, now it just like very clearly was a work, which is fine. So let's take us back to All In. I do think at Redemption, Mercedes and the Amazons get involved in the end of that match, and that sets you up with a nice, easy 3-way. I think the 3-way makes more sense because I legitimately think any 3 of those women could win that match at All In.
Yep.
There's not a bad option. There's not really a disappointing option either. No. That like genuinely gets your interest that like, oh shit, I really don't know who would win this.
I think any combination of them is going to be a good match. I think the 3 of them together is going to be an outstanding match.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then for the men, if you're going 3-way for the women, just give us Omega versus Osprey. I don't think you need to do MJF and Hanger at All In. I mentioned it a week or 2 ago. I would rather see you do MJF and Mox at All In.
I was going to say MJF.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And you've got plenty of story to get to there. Although they could still do a 4-way for the men's title. They could do a 3-way or something and save Osprey versus Omega for All Out, because it wouldn't be AEW if they didn't give you a super rad All In and then a month later, like, oh, by the way, here's the best show of the year.
Yeah,
it's just
they've done that multiple times.
I'm with you, and the match itself was outstanding, very sweaty. I mean, it was like it's just after sunset in Central Florida, and so it's like 95% humidity instead of 100. And yeah, they were sweating all over the place, but they went to town. This match was outstanding. Kenny, of course, does get the victory. A little assist by Will Ospreay to prevent the ring from being used, right? And then as soon as they got done, not only did they put up the graphic for All and new champion, they put up the graphic for All In. The match is already set for All In.
Yep.
They did say on commentary, barring any changes or something to that effect.
Well, yeah,
they gave himself a little bit of an out.
Always car subject to change. I do want to just dwell for a quick second here because we have long talked about what's going to happen. We're still talking about the potential for that match. There was somebody who said hell-bentedly that it's going to be Omega versus Ospreay because that is your best marquee. And I just want to pat myself on the back because, hey, even a blind mouse finds a piece of cheese every once in a while. So
I was saying that like a month ago too.
I was the first one saying that. If you guys all told me I was stupid,
I never said. I said that made more sense than MJF. I said I said
you said the more likely is that it's going to be MJF.
Yeah, and it was more likely. I'm glad it's going the other way, but I was on the record from the beginning.
Give me this, you son of a bitch.
Omega Ospreay was the match to do it all.
I was the only one who was hell bent on it's not. And then I started to switch like last week or the week before, and but no, you got it right, man.
I do.
Congratulations.
It's just that broad stroke, for Ospreay to get the title, you need the biggest stake possible, and that biggest stake was a full 100%. I mean, and Kenny's back to Kenny, right?
Kenny looked great.
Yeah,
we're gonna get there in a sec.
We're here. Let's go.
Yeah,
we're on
here.
this match. Let's fucking go.
That match fucked hard.
It was very good. I feel like a lot of MJF matches are kind of the same.
They sort of are. That's not a bad thing. They're good though.
Yeah, they're not bad at all. It's not the Ric Flair exact same spots every night for 20 years, but that's why I don't like MJF as an AEW champion, because you can get something. Granted, this wasn't for the title, but any MJF match is not going to be good as what we saw with Ospreay and Swerve, or even what we saw with Ospreay and Hanger at Dynasty. Like, he just doesn't have that style of match that all the rest of your top guys are having. And I think that's why I don't like MJF with the title.
That makes sense.
He's old school, man. Like, his style of wrestling is very old school.
I mean, it's very Ric Flair.
Like, he has that one style, and that's how he wrestles. Now, he can flex a little bit, but for the most part, it's just that. Like, very, I hate to say it, WWE machine-ish,
Kind of, yeah.
It's very much that style, and it's very old school, and it works, right? But the reason why everybody loves Swerve, Ospreay, Hanger, Kenny, Okada, Takeshita, Fletcher, I can keep going. They all do something different. They all go balls to the wall. They're willing to do some crazy shit. Safe most of the time, not like Darby. Darby doesn't do anything safe. I swear, I feel like he puts razor blades in his underwear and he tries to put them on real quick, like just so you make sure he feels okay for the day. Dude's fucking nuts.
What the fuck? Where did that come from?
Oh no, this is my hate for him.
Darby's razor blade underwear. That's
But hey, I will say this, gentlemen. I have another person on the finisher doesn't suit MJF. My daughter, the tyrant, your daddy, JJ, Megan, doesn't think that he should have the Heat Seeker as a finisher.
Shocker.
She doesn't hate it like I do. She's like, he's a heel. It's not very much of a heel finisher. It's more like a signature move and not a finisher. I'm like, I will, you know what? I will agree with that. It's definitely not a finisher.
Well, what did she say the finisher should be then?
She said not it. She didn't give me one.
Not an answer.
I know.
It's much better than the armbar that he uses.
It's 100%.
The Fujiwara armbar.
The salt of the earth.
Garbage.
Which is a good name. Terrible use of that word. And they even, I mean, you didn't even like the selling that Taz and them did about he changed the angle to make it more like a pile driver.
Taz said that just for you, Jamie.
Yeah.
Fuck Taz right now, anyway. Because he is just ever since they're like, hey, Taz, can you be a little bit more heelish on there? He's gone off the deep end. It's like, I cannot stand like
they are no disrespect to Taz, but they are so much better with Nigel McGuinness in that.
Oh no, disrespect to Taz. Like seriously,
it's so hammer-fisted when he's being the heel commentator. Even like,
oh yeah,
after the main event. Well, if Ospreay didn't take the ring, he wouldn't like. You're not Bobby Heenan, man. Like you're not able to justify things in the way that needs to be. Or even Nigel. Nigel is great because his heel shit is all slight and backhanded.
Yes,
it's perfect.
Outside of nursing over Mariah May, and that was fun.
Usually with a dig somewhere in there at Bryan Danielson, which committed to the bit.
Taz heel commentary is like he still has Vince McMahon in his ear, just yelling lines at him.
Yeah,
yeah.
Say he doesn't love his mother.
And like it's weird, like
the Undertaker.
Taz
say big dog. Say big dog.
Be great on commentary.
Big dog.
Just let him be Taz. Don't make him the heel guy. Just let him be Taz.
It's so bad. Like, I'm sorry. I had to say something. It's been like eating at me every time he's on. I'm like, man, give me Ian Riccaboni. Give me Nigel. Give me something else. Like, Nigel needs to be part of the staff at all times, if you ask me. Nigel McGuinness does the Lord's work.
I could always go for more Riccaboni in my life. I'm not going to lie.
Give me more Don Callis on commentary. That's what we really need.
More Thekla, more John Moxley. I mean, how about a commentary of Ian Riccaboni with Don Callis, Thekla, and John Moxley?
And Tony Storm.
Just
Tony Storm on commentary is amazing.
And oh my God.
But Juice Robinson got her on the injured list.
Yeah, way to go, Juice. Did they officially announce that, or is it
no? They're not going to announce.
She's still dead,
as they should.
She's still dead. Fantastic.
She's dead.
For what it's worth, I mean, MJF did do a pretty nice wicked top rope Poison Rana. So I mean,
oh, it was gorgeous.
So he does pull some stuff out. So Kenny gets the victory, retains the championship. They don't have to worry about the stupid stipulation biting us in the ass twice in a row here. And the match right now is tentatively set. Ospreay, Omega, let's go.
Yes.
Could still change, but I hope it doesn't. Like, just give me that match.
I think we're set. I think you're good with that. You can. He just won this. You don't need to have him defend it in Montreal. You know, you could probably do some sort of like tag team bullshit with, you know, him and whatever else. I don't know.
I think he could get a defense in Montreal, and I think there's a real fun one there.
Kevin Knight.
You could slide right in, and that's Kenny versus Mox.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That I'd be down for that at Redemption.
I mean, because the storytelling of Ospreay not being able to beat Mox is right there.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good. I think it'd be a good way too for you to wedge in, because I really like the idea of MJF Mox in London. I think, yes, Hanger we know, but I don't think we're gonna see Hanger until like All Out at the earliest. Probably not until next year.
So you think he'll show up maybe at All In?
He might show up somewhere in there.
Yeah, or the Wednesday after.
I think you could take a long while to get back to Hanger and MJF. What if it's What if it's MJF and Mox for the Continental title at All In? MJF wins and carries that till the Continental Classic, and your Continental Classic final is
that
Hanger and MJF.
That's gold.
That'd be fun.
Let's also not forget, boys, that we got a man that's sitting out there too called Swerve Strickland that needs to be in this conversation somewhere. Granted, I like the idea of him being the first challenger post All In. Maybe you do that at All Out.
Yeah, for a number one contenders match.
Ooh.
And then whoever wins that gets All Out.
Gets All Out, 100%.
I dig it.
There's ways we can go here, and hey, it's good at the top. So
we did miss one important part of Dynamite that has not been discussed yet.
The Jack Perry re-signing.
No, cool for him. I'm talking about the Brawling Birds pre-tape.
Oh, dude, that was so fun.
That was fun.
Still don't love the name, but I love them. I think they've really come together into it.
It was it was so like needless and silly in a way that pro wrestling does really well. Like I enjoyed the shit out of them just beating up a bunch of dudes in a bar for some reason.
Yeah. I really wanted to lean into the Britishness a lot more though. I think that them getting a women's tag shot in London would be fantastic too.
That's probably where they're going.
It feels like it. I don't know who else you'd put out there. And yeah, you got 2 British women that are doing a British bit. Yeah.
Yeah, because Divine Dominion and Sisters of Sin book it for redemption, obviously.
Sure,
after tonight's shenanigans.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah. Sure.
Maybe on the main show for once.
Maybe. We'll see. Probably not. Speaking of main show, as we started at the beginning of the night we were talking, that somebody counterbooked somebody, or maybe just weird coincidences, but in the second most obvious Chicago move that's ever happened, guess who came back and immediately won the title from your transitional champion, Sami Zayn, this past Monday? Good old CM Punk's here. And I know that Jamie has loads to say about this. But yeah, there's all this like hubbub on the internet about how CM Punk's at odds with everybody in WWE. And it's all this drama and bullshit and whatever else. And then, fuck you, Sammy. Here's the title.
Do you want me to go, or you guys want to?
You go first.
Okay.
I think Austin wants to hear this and then retort.
Okay. Officially, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is a sellout bitch.
What's up, Canvas?
Okay. Not only if you think 2015 CM Punk, if you told me a 40-something-year-old guy was going to come in after being off for 4 months, come in, win the title, first night back, he would have quit. He would have left, right? Because that's bullshit. That's not what he stands for, right? You have a guy who finally got his moment, and then not even 10 days later, he loses it. That CM Punk would have quit then too. Where's the pipe bomb there? He's a little bitch. Literally going against everything that he's ever stood for just so he can get the title in Chicago. Just for a potential match with him and Codelander, which looks like Codelander might be actually happening. I mean, maybe. No. I really don't care at this point now. But CM Punk is exactly what we all thought he was. I'm thinking of the Arizona Cardinals coach right now.
Dennis Green.
He's like, you are exactly who we thought
they are. Who we thought they are.
Yeah, like it's exactly what's going on in my head. This guy,
crown him.
I mean, happy for him. They bulked up for once in his life, but like after that, like fuck that guy. Like seriously, I used to like, oh man, he was great. Now I'm like, I could give 2 shits about this guy. Done. You're absolutely terrible.
So I am going to disagree.
Oh.
I've enjoyed being on the internet reading people just raging about what happened on Monday. This is not even in like the 10 worst things WWE has done this year. This made all the sense in the world. And we talked about it last week because the SmackDown spoilers, like we knew the match.
Easiest layup ever. Yes.
It was a layup.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, let me address Sami Zayn. And I love Sami Zayn. He has made gold about everything he's been given. If they wanted to give him a long title run, I would be on board for it. He was never going to have a long title run.
No.
He literally only got the belt so they could transition it to Punk for a future match. And I'm sure he knew that well before he won at Night of Champions, that, hey, this is what we're doing. Transitional champion. I love Sami Zayn. I'm not saying that's his ceiling. That's his ceiling as far as WWE is concerned, though. That's how they see him.
True.
But also, to all the people raging on the internet about, well, they robbed Sammy. This is bullshit. You were the same people calling him Sammy Hogan like 4 months ago because he got the U.S. title going into WrestleMania. Like, people were not this big on Sami Zayn just months ago. This was always going to happen. He was not going to have a long run. We weren't getting Sammy finally getting his flowers. He's been great. He's made goal of everything given him. He got to say he was champion for a week, and that was more than we ever thought they were going to give him in the first place. Having CM Punk return to Chicago, win the title, it makes all the sense in the world, especially for the way WWE likes to book. I will also throw out, there is a way this gets legitimately interesting to where I would watch. And that's for a rumored to be soon returning Kevin Owens showing up and us running a program with Kevin Owens showing up to back Sammy and them taking on CM Punk and Cody. I would watch that shit.
That'd be legit. I mean, and because Kevin Owens, his shtick is basically calling out the bullshit of like a CM Punk, right? How he, just like Jamie did. That's kind of Kevin KO's shtick, right?
If they do it that way, then it could redeem it. Like if they lean into his hypocrisy.
Well, but we'll see. You know, it's like, and CM Punk in Old Ring of Honor, amazeballs, right? You know, him and Joe trifecta of matches. Oh God, I'll put Joe on the map for me, really. And then he went to the WWE, and immediately I lost interest from him. And then everybody talked about how great he was, and like, he's not the same guy. He's like, this guy is not there. And he talks about sellouts, and I'm like, he's the sellout. Then he walked away with his ball, and I was like, fucking told you so, right? Came back, and then after all this time, the other most obvious, you know, Chicago return of all time, right? You know, comes to the AEW, and they're like, all right, giving him the chance. It's been 15 years. He's an adult now. Let's figure this out, right? Started off totally fine, and then became what it was at the end there. And it's like, well, there he is. See, I told you guys, there he is again. I'm not. So he went to W, and then he moved over to WDB, and I at that point, Jamie will tell you, I was like, I've given him no more chances. No, I don't care. I'm done. I'm out on CM Punk. Been out on him since he took his deep digression, because he even says in early interviews, he's here for money. He's an old, he's gone, long gone are the you know, the whole like straight edge here for the punk scene and all this stuff, and you know, fuck the man, and he's admittedly said that he is long gone past those days, and yeah, so could care less, but you know, I agree with you a lot, Austin. I feel like
even if you go back to the pipe bomb promo,
yeah,
his gripe wasn't that WWE pushes one guy at the expense of everyone else. His gripe was that he wasn't that guy.
100%.
And that's what makes him show up and win the title here somewhat interesting as far as the story goes, is you're that guy now. What do you do with it? And if they would give me CM Punk versus Kevin Owens program leading into SummerSlam, not going to happen, but I would watch every week. That is money TV to me. I'm not big on Punk in our current day and age. Him and Roman at Mania was an objectively great pro wrestling.
That was a very good match.
But man, I think no matter what company it's on, I would tune in to see a CM Punk Kevin Owens program.
Sure, but why do that when you have Cody Rhodes?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Anything else you boys want to get to?
Yeah, of course. You know what? July 7th.
We're getting. I mean, okay. Like TNA. Anything else you guys want?
Oh no, no.
Okay,
no.
all right.
TNA. Who watches that?
TNA is coming to Philly in the next couple weeks sometime.
There you go. Tickets gonna be cheap.
I'm gonna look. If they are dirt cheap and we have nothing else going on, we might just go for the experience.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I do have a bit of TNA I don't want to talk about. Okay. First of all, I'm waiting until all the episodes come out, but by all regards, the Dark Side of the Ring of TNA is fucking outstanding. I'm waiting until all three of them come out before I'm just gonna binge them together. Just boom, just go to town. I did see a headline that talked about this. And Jeff Jarrett said that he's not totally opposed to the thought of him buying TNA again if the opportunity presents itself. Now, WWE's part of their agreement has a pre-negotiated price and first right if TNA goes to sale. But if they decide not to go, they're like, no, we don't need to buy them after all, right? Would you give I know Austin's answer. Would you give Jeff Jarrett another chance to resurrect TNA?
I would give Jeff Jarrett another chance to do whatever he wants to do. Jeff Jarrett's there. I'm in.
Okay.
Can't say it'll be good, but I'll watch.
Anyway, food for thought. I'm excited for the rest of that to come out because I really want to see that dark side of the ring. All right, Jamie. Yes, yesterday was a very special day for multiple reasons.
Yesterday, July 7th, was not only my 25th anniversary with my beautiful wife, Jennifer. 25 years of wedded bliss. I mean, you know, ups and downs, but she's my ride or die.
She's put up with you for a quarter century.
But if you know me, the date was kind of pre-calculated. And I don't think she actually fully knows this, so this is great.
So you're admitting now on your silver anniversary.
Yes. It's also the date 5 years before that date was the birth of the NWO, the New World Order, which hence I have the Faulkner World Order. I've always been a New World Order kind of guy, NWO kind of guy, always forever. And I took the shot and we picked the date, worked out beautifully. And my anniversary with my wife is also the anniversary of the formation of the greatest faction of all time.
The Oddities?
Yes, I love 100%. The superheroes in training.
The superheroes in training. I was gonna say the cheer squad or whatever it was.
Oh, Spirit Squad.
Spirit Squad, yeah.
Oh god.
Mickey.
They were so bad. So bad. Now, NWO was the cataclysmic shift in professional wrestling. Because even with Hogan jumping ship over to WCW, WWE, of course, started to really falter, right? WCW was getting this boost. But it wasn't like a world beater. It wasn't, wrestling was big, but it wasn't. NWO happened and wrestling became an everyday thing for everybody. Now that led to the Monday Night Wars. That led to D-Generation X, Austin. All everything, right? But it all started with NWO, with the, dare I say, the most shocking heel turn of all time.
Yeah.
Austin?
Yeah, that'd be fair to say. My only thing with it is it was long overdue and people were already booing Hogan as a face at the time. So it really made sense, but also he hadn't done it until you seen him do it. So like you could say it was the most shocking all time.
Yeah.
I don't know if off the top of my head, I could think of something that was equally as shocking. Although for me personally, Mark Henry in the salmon colored jacket, world's strongest slamming John Cena after
that was
he was to retire,
was
probably the best heel turn of all time.
Well, I think a little bit too is because we're a little bit older than you. Jamie's a lot older than you.
Yeah.
We're 6 months different if you guys haven't caught the gimmick, by the way.
Yeah.
But he's older. When we were kids, so when we were young, Hulk Hogan was everywhere. It was like as American as apple pie.
Yep. 100%.
Hulk Hogan. And for him to be bad, it was insane. It was nuts.
Yeah, that's fair because I missed Hulkamania in real time as a child.
Yeah,
I saw it on VHS tapes and all that, but like
sure.
that was shit that had already happened. So like I wasn't a Hulkamaniac.
Even people's parents who didn't really like wrestling, didn't get wrestling, still would buy you a Hulkamania T-shirt because they're like, yeah, it's that guy. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, they say if you said you're into wrestling, they automatically thought Hulk Hogan. Like instantly when they're like, oh, I like wrestling. Oh, you like Hulk Hogan? No, I like wrestling. There's more to it, but yeah, no, like we lived through it. We were at the twilight of his WWE run, probably like more, like when I got into it, at least like I got into it when I was like, I guess 88, 89 was when I really got into it when I was like 8 or 9 years old.
So mine was around WrestleMania 5, 6-ish. Somewhere in there, right? So he was already, it was like right after Andre the Giant, basically.
Yeah.
I got into it when like Yokozuna and everybody were like really big. Like right before Raw. So Raw
was 97. So yeah.
No, Raw was January 93.
Yeah, well, yeah. So that's when that started. Right. But then like I was into it before then, like of course, Ultimate Warrior.
Macho.
The Rockers. I was a big Rockers guy.
The Rockers.
When that happened, like, I mean, hence makes a lot of sense.
It makes
Bobby the Brain Heenan, man. Yeah. Like
Legion of Doom, and I was more in the punk side. Legion of Doom, Demolition.
Demolition was the shit back in the day. And then Coco Beware. I don't know why I used to love Coco Beware.
Coco Beware.
Just the hair.
Yeah.
And then he had a parrot.
I like Junkyard Dog a lot too.
Yeah.
Love Junkyard Dog.
JYD. But no, it was 30 years. So Austin, how old were you when the NWO was formed?
That was 96. I would have been 9.
Okay. Do you remember watching, or maybe not watching the pay-per-view, but when that happened?
Yeah, so I didn't watch pay-per-view live. I heard about it at school. My brother and I were WWF guys growing up. We did not watch much WCW until we got in the Monday Night Wars, and then we would watch Raw, and we'd go over Nitro during the commercials. But I had other friends that were wrestling that really liked WCW as well. My buddy Chris Willis, who I ended up decades later going to WrestleMania 27 in Atlanta with him. He was living in Atlanta at the time. I flew out with my old school wrestling buddy. That was a good time. His older brother was really big into the tape trading. So he would end up getting VHSs of stuff. That's where I first started seeing ECW, and that's where I caught a lot of the WCW pay-per-views after the fact. Was over at his house with his older brother.
That's cool.
But yeah, I was not a big WCW guy when the NWO happened. But yeah, by the time a year or so later, we're kind of into the Monday Night Wars. Like I was flipping back and forth between both.
Yeah, Jamie and I
was 16.
We were the prime target.
Yeah.
So like I was a WWF guy before then, obviously. And then like when I heard that Razor Ramon and Diesel went over there, I'm like, oh, cool. And it's like, oh, they're Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. What's this? Where's his accent? That there's a little bit of a culture shock there, but I was 100% in, and they call themselves the Outsiders. That was the cool shit. Like I got myself an Outsiders shirt because that was just super cool. And then like my buddy got bashed at the beach. Derek Weller literally went over there. We watched it, and it's like Hogan just turned heel. Oh my goodness! Like when he came out, it didn't even dawn on me. Like now I'm so super bark.
He's coming out to save his old best friend, Macho Man Randy Savage. Obviously.
While we're talking about that really quick, if you're listening or watching, and you're one of those folks that say Bobby Heenan ruined the spot, you don't understand Bobby Heenan.
No.
Because him saying, "But who's he coming to help?" was the most Bobby Heenan thing he could have ever said.
Bobby Heenan was. That's why Jamie loves Bobby Heenan so much. Bobby Heenan is basically Jamie, right? Always looking for a heel turn, 24/7.
Yes,
I love that Heenan is always a heel commentator, but Hogan turns and joins the NWO, and Heenan does not start singing the praises of Hogan. He just starts saying, "I've been right this entire time. I've been telling you for years he was no good."
Yeah. Yeah, he wanted the business for himself there. That was so
makes
good.
it about himself in the most Heenan way possible.
Yeah,
but no, but Jamie, over Macho Man, and that's the whole thing. He's coming out, and you're thinking, oh, of course he's coming out to save Macho, right?
Yeah, and he hit him with the second most devastating finishing move behind the Heat Seeker and the leg drop.
3 times.
3 times.
And then the promo. And then just God bless the 90s too. Like, I get it. I understand. But the fact that you could just throw your shit into the fucking ring, like that was not an uncommon occurrence at a wrestling show. You're just like, there's just shit everywhere, right? It's a different time altogether.
Like, I mean, I love pro wrestling. I'll always love pro wrestling, but man, just being alive pro wrestling in the 90s was the best.
I mean, I was dumb enough to be all about Goldberg back then because they made the Goldberg hype train ridiculous.
Same.
And like when he ran the gauntlet in order to win at the Georgia Dome in front of like 70,000 people.
Yeah.
And the absolute mad pop never
didn't that just have an anniversary this week too?
Yeah. July is a hot month for wrestling, ladies and gentlemen.
I remember that night very, very directly because that night, so there was a theater in Jeff City that always did Monday night. They did like quarter movies, right? And it was always something that was in the theaters not too long ago, and we would go get stoned, and a bunch of my friends would make a whole thing of it, right? Well, I cut out of the movie early. It was terrible. I can't remember what the movie was, but I cut out of the movie early because who knows? It could have been. Because it was Hogan Goldberg at the fucking Georgia Dome, the place where the Atlanta Falcons played their sports, not an arena like you see every week, right? A football stadium. And I'm like, this is big. It has to be it, right? I was 100% on the Goldberg train. That's why my first tattoo is kind of like a tribal. It's a religious one, but it's like a tribal Jesus head. For a long time, I wanted to get the Goldberg tattoo.
I think everybody in the 90s did.
And where do I have it? Where Goldberg had his tattoo. And yes, my artist is going to redo it because it needs to be redone.
You should get like a full-on portrait of Bill Goldberg.
You shut your whore mouth, okay? I remember rushing home, getting home, catching the whole second half of Nitro, and we look back and watch it. I saw something on YouTube or Twitter or whatever where they did like a quick little recap of it, and I always forget about Karl Malone.
Karl Malone say,
and it's like that. I mean, the wrestling. We've come a long way. Let's just say that. Because watching the replays of that, you're like, wow, that setup is so slow and so bad. But at the time, like Jamie said, it was special.
I'll say, so here's a fun question because y'all are both a few years older than me.
Especially
at the time, watching Goldberg peak streak, like strap the rocket to Bill Goldberg. Did either of you ever have the thought that, wow, this guy really can't fucking wrestle?
No.
Like, because you go back and you watch the matches, like, oh yeah, he was pretty bad. But like me at the time I would have been 11, 98 when he's having his run. Like, I didn't know the difference. I was like, that guy's cool.
No, didn't know the difference. They Ronda Rousey'd him. I mean, 100%.
Only one time. And that was him and Bret Hart. That was the first and only time I'm like, ooh, that didn't look right.
Yeah. See, my thing is after he had won that championship from Hogan, then eventually like, oh yeah. But that initial
it was
part
after. It had to be after the title run.
After the title run, you're like, oh yeah. But up until then, no, they had the most talk about pro wrestling things, right? Because you'd watch Dynamite. What was the other show they had, Jamie?
No, they had Nitro and Thunder.
Thunder. So it'll be Thunder. He might do a match on Thunder. Then you watch Nitro the next week, literally 3 days later, and somehow his record, he got another 8 wins in there out of nowhere.
In the house show circuit, brother.
I mean, but no, it was all about the pomp and circumstance. He'd come out, he'd wrestle for 90 seconds, and ignorance is bliss. Didn't even know.
I will still be on the record till the day I die. The best person to ever take the spear from him was Kurt Hennig. Like,
oh, well, that's
Kurt Hennig's. Like, I remember it was. I think it was they fought each other at Halloween Havoc. Maybe it might have been, or no, was it Havoc? They won against each other again on the following Monday, and Hennig lost in 30 seconds, and it was hilarious. Like, he just threw him off the ropes, boom, 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 jackhammer done. It's like, what the hell just happened? It's like, it's Mr. Perfect.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing.
Jobbed out.
I mean, and they did such a good job building that character, and then in the most fashion as well. As soon as he got the belt, it was like, oh fuck, we gotta do something.
Literally the chase. Always about the chase.
About the chase. Well, here's to you, NWO, 30 years strong. On that note, we'll be back next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you giving some of your time. If you liked what you saw, it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button, hit the follow, give us a heart, give us a big thumbs up. We love doing this for you guys here. We will talk about more as we're getting about 3.5 weeks out from Redemption. So let's start building that pay-per-view a little bit more here coming up. But again, thank you guys here. We will see you guys next week. Jamie, take us home, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not down Total Spotfest, I got 4 words for you. I know you guys were thinking you absolutely suck, but no. My wife for life.
Very good.
I thought you were going with Darby's razor blade underwear, but
a great callback.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Later.